with no canvas. Subscribe right now.
Winning Senior Show, 1986. And, the only reason there's parts is because these are going to be made for going on the internet and going on YouTube. And YouTube only allows 10 minutes at a time or so we're going to break these down. Anyway, this is kind of funny because this is really a continuation of my art training, a continuation of my art piece. I knew at the time this was important to do. I didn't know why. I hadn't fully developed. And looking back now, pulling it off the shelf after all these years, doing something with it, that's what it was for. I did some videos for the Ravens in Baltimore and shared that with them recently, and Keith Brewer said, this is so great that you did this because nobody could do that at that time. And that's the truth, and that's what makes it valuable. What makes it valuable is that no one did it. Now, today, everyone's doing it, but that's today. No one did it then. And so, to some of these people, and to myself, this is very valuable. And the art piece comes together for each person in its own way. That's the artsy-fartsy part. But also in my own guided way, for the vision, for the seeing, art-see. And that's the part I'm putting into it. Giving you some points of view from an individual. There's Tom Hustvedt. He was in the band I was in. Good friend of Ted's, too. Never got to know him too well. Just had some fun with him. He died. Just like Ted. Hard thing to deal with. He died right after Ted, too. Took a long time to sort that out in my mind. Probably still am. Anyway, as I was saying, part of my my art lives on in my head, the way I see things, the way I view things, what I do with what I was seeing then, and how that lives on. Hey, I wonder if I could go back and get a retrospective grade update or something, huh? I'm still doing my artwork from the school.
How are you doing, John?
Yeah, I never knew him, but he's quite a character. Apparently, judging from his artwork. There's Janice, and there's Mike. They were my upstairs roommates first year of college. This guy was a lot of fun. He was a skater, and he came to a couple of our parties, like to do thrashing and singing and stuff like that while we were doing our band. Had a lot of energy. Forget some of the names. Most of the names I remember. There's Lori again. Always zooming in on Lori because she's so cute. Oh, she started smoking. What can you do? Everybody's got their things. I hope it didn't affect her negatively all these years. So anyway, Ted died. Tom died. Those are two of my more significant people that I knew in college. Robert Langevin, he's alive and well. We've kept in touch through the years. And he's a school teacher teaching art. Mike Matthews, I kind of lost touch with him, but I just got back in touch with him. So I'm going to get together with him soon. Get in touch with him. See what he's been up to. And there's some other people that I would like to get in touch with again. Shelley Becker, quite a nice person. I really enjoyed her, knowing her as a friend. However, since I was so immature at that time, I may have been introverted to everyone else. If you knew me and you saw me standing around with a camera, you probably didn't know me very well. But Shelley was, one of my friends, and I'm not introverted among my friends. So one of my flaws with her was that I was so immature at the time. And some of my playing around and doing things were kind of like annoying. And I was insensitive to my bugging of others. She was one of the ones that just got overly bugged. And my insensitivity made her think as though I didn't care about her, but that was not true. But she's still out there now and still feels that way. That's what she expressed to me. I hope that if she might see this video one day, she'll know that that was a time in my life that I was, to some people, what they thought, a jerk. And it's just because I was going through growing pains. Everybody else went through growing pains. You see it. You see them searching. You see them searching on these videos. You see what they're all, searching, and by their actions, their look, everything about them. And hairstyles, clothing. You see it in their art. You see it in their friends. The search. Me, you probably didn't see the search. I looked like a normal person, and I had normal hair, and wasn't arty at all. But I was searching too. I just kind of kept it on the inside, I guess. Anyway, a few people that came along, like Shelly.
Whoa, there's a camera here.
Love is all around,
Landis.
no need to waste it.
Tom.
Come on, guys, it's time to taste it.
He was really, this particular day, acting goofy, and I just didn't know why. He said a lot of things on the video camera that were strange, poetic type of things that I wouldn't normally hear him say. The hacky sack. These guys were so good at this. I never got involved, but I really appreciated how good they were at it. This was a wonderful time in my life, a wonderful growing experience, but, the growing was happening, and I wasn't aware of it, and I think this is what makes it so wonderful. It was so much fun. You weren't aware of it. It's kind of like when you're watching TV while you're exercising, You watch TV and not as aware of the exercise. The exercise still happens, but you're not concentrating on how tired you're getting or anything like that. Same thing as here. I was growing during all this time, but I was having so much fun that I wasn't aware of the growth. Now, now that I've matured and left Neverland, I'm still growing all the time, but I'm so aware of how I'm growing that I'm not having any fun. I wish I could go back and have fun and just take the growing for granted again. Maybe I can find a way to do that if I learn and analyze some of these things. There's Mike Matthews going in. Very large guy. He was very, very strong looking guy. And he was one of my roommates and good friends. And we played music together. And we met in a Beatles appreciation class. And had a good time knowing him. I always said, Mike, you have so much fun. You know how to party. You know how to have a good time. You need to teach me how to do that. I always thought, even then, even though I was having the time of my life, I always thought I wasn't having enough fun.
It's time for pink eye. It's pink eye season, folks.
Tom was
Look
very
at the lovely
artistic.
red hues you'll find inside the eyes.
Very good at
Notice that there's a
improv.
safe eye as opposed to the pink eye.
Sometimes he improved in ways that I understood, and sometimes he improved in ways I didn't understand. Like I say, on this particular night, he was a little bit off as far as my point of view. But he was always being creative with his life. He was always
I may
on.
not be here that day. I won't be here either.
He was always being creative.
That's life.
So many
Sure,
of the
playing-
artists
playing
of the
last
school
night, right?
just were that way. They couldn't
I
stop
guess.
it. Creativity had to be
You gonna add
their
this to
life.
your school video?
No.
I know that even now I'm looking for new ways to be creative, and that's kind of how this came up again. Use this. Be creative with this. It's something you have that nobody else has. Why should it stay on the shelf for your whole life? Back in college, we would watch it. Some of it. Have a good time, get together around the TV. But it kind of fell flat. And obviously now, looking back to hindsight is 2020, it's because we couldn't share with anyone. And that's what it needed to happen.
With no canvas, subscribe right now.